Hi guys, I was on Steam forums the other day looking for some bits and bobs about compute blocks if anyone had worked a few things out, and I came across a discussion about mixers. What people are trying to do is a one-to-one mix from two belts onto one, and as you can see this is a very basic mixer and it's quite random, but people seem to be having a problem with getting the one-to-one ratio to be consistent. So I looked into the problem myself because I've looked at this and noticed that you might want to get a one-to-one ratio mix for feeding buildings. So what tends to happen is people will go straight to the blockers and then a toggle. Toggle is good, and then an agent trigger in the middle. So set this one to on, so they're both on, and this one to off. So I'm just going to pause it. So the agent trigger works on enter, and we'll select itself. Now I know people are going to say to me, you don't need to do that because it's already on 000, but I've had issues in the past, so I do it just to make sure. And you don't need a item filter on the agent trigger. So then we need to connect that up to the currently off position toggle, and that toggle to its corresponding blocker. Then in order for the toggle to work correctly, both parts of the toggle need to be connected. So, and then this part of the toggle needs to connect to its corresponding blocker. So if we run that, you'll see it toggles. But it's still giving random results. Now sometimes it will work perfectly for a few minutes where you'll get a one-to-one ratio. Sometimes it goes out of sync straight away, and other times it's quite random whenever it does anything, and it'll go in and out and in and out of sync. From what I can gather from the discussion is it's something to do with timings, so it's the belts, the time that the toggle takes to function in conjunction with the blockers. So I tried a few things and I came up with a nice simple solution, which is I've tried and tested and it works great. So I'll just pause that again. We're going to get rid of the blockers altogether because we no longer need them. I'm going to change the direction of the belts, and then I'm going to add two pushers instead. So connect those up. So we're already connected how we were previously, so we just need to connect the pushers up. So we connect the pusher to there, and there, like that, and we make sure we have on and off correctly so that that pusher is off. So we have it how we did with the blockers, off this side, on this side. If we unpause it, it starts to mix perfectly straight away. Now I've watched this for quite some time in testing and I've never seen it go out of sync. In fact, at one point I got distracted and had to go and do something else around the house, came back about 15 minutes later and it was still perfectly in sync. So it's a gloriously simple solution, and obviously these pushers instead of blockers take care of the timing much better. In fact, you can see that the pushers do work much slower, so it's giving time for it to toggle properly. Now I think it's important to mention that this system only works if you've got a continuous supply of both resources coming in evenly. I'm sure you can come up with some solution to maintain this one-to-one ratio, maybe at the cost of a limited supply, but I guess that depends on your needs. But there you have it, a perfect 1-to-1 ratio mixer. See you later.